Time in.
He wants
0-0-2.
it as much, if not more, than anyone, Dave. Here we go.
All right, let's play pickleball. And it's CJ with the first counter winner.
Yeah, just a casual slap this one, slap that one, right in between two incredibly athletic opponents.
We're going to see a lot of that.
Yeah, when I was about to say you have to create chaos and be offensive without being sloppy. You don't want to get in structured rallies and then Ben dumps a dink in the net.
Tried to pick that one off and couldn't. Just to give you the difference, the Johns brothers have won 179 matches. This is their third ever together on the other side.
Nice powerful forehand from CJ Colin Johns, right side specialist.
0-0-2.
And the rare indecision on a ball between the two. I just said they played and won 179 times.
And maybe that's 85%. Being Collins, he's overextending just a bit to help his partner. And we saw that with the poach attempt 3 or 4 shots ago, and then we saw it there with the left foot, taking that dink on the left foot of Colin Johns. Got to monitor this moving forward. It's going to be a big part of this match.
Wow, even that ball right there. Yeah, out in San Clemente where the injury took place, Collin continued to play, and Ben called it singles with backup. That's not where we are today, but certainly it's not the same as full strength, CJ.
Yeah, and Ben does such a good job of playing within himself and never looking uncomfortable.
0-2-2.
Is he going to overextend a time or two in this match?
He already has.
Yes, he has.
And then he does stuff like that as well.
Yeah, that's right. So, and yeah, that's Ben's favorite attack on the backhand roll there, and Thomas Wilson with the forehand, not particularly close to the ball on that one.
Point.
2 players on this court have not lost in this tournament. That's Thomas Wilson and Ben Johns. Thomas Wilson will play Ben Johns in the mixed final tomorrow. That's just outstanding on all 4 players.
Yeah, singles with backup, it's not an unwinnable situation for that team, but I've played against them and watched them play so much, and I am seeing much different court positioning between the two early.
Oh, doesn't quite sneak over, so the Johns brothers do get a lead.
2-3-1.
Thomas Wilson catching that ball in the right hip, kind of throwing his hands up, frustrated he didn't put a better swing on that counter.
Oh, inside out from Colin Johns.
Side out.
Yeah, very good stuff. And hey, just like in mixed, playing a dominant guy out of the air
3,
to
2,
the
1.
backhand. Colin Johns did it to perfection right there.
He listened to you yesterday. Ooh, just kisses off the net and goes wide.
Yeah, that was going to be trouble too.
Yes.
As Thomas was late getting in, but that kiss, as we know, that kiss off the tape always ruins the plans.
Kisses are supposed to be good, not that one. Thomas Wilson had seen enough of the awkward dinks in the middle.
Yes, and you can see as a right side player playing with Riley Newman, he is squeezing the center line to protect his backhand.
Yeah. Side out.
So the lead is a couple again. The winner today is done. They'll play tomorrow for the title. I mean, the footwork there, Adam, come on.
Yeah, very good. Clearing it out and the spin and the pace from a soft shot. I mean, that's almost like a mid-pace attack, how well he hit it. Yes, Riley's talking as he's going to pick up the ball, just letting Ben know he's not going anywhere. This is what we want, Dave.
That is exactly what we want. Let's have some chirping. And Thomas Wilson just clobbers a two-handed backhand.
Yes, very impressive. And Ben didn't go to his standard spot to the right shoulder. He's looking for that Wilson backhand, and he found it.
4-4-2.
Sure did. 4 apiece now. Nice response from Newman and Wilson. Oh, dear. Wow. Everyone was confused as to why Ben Johnston just hit a winner on that. Off-speed backhand roll is what we wanted. Wow. 4 apiece. Colin Johns reset practice, and we're at the kitchen.
And a phenomenal job from Thomas Wilson to get that ball down from very deep in the court. To handcuff Ben Johns in that position is not easy.
Oh, that just catches the line. Everyone on the court thought he missed the return.
Yes, including myself.
Yeah. So they get nothing. They're stuck at 4. That catches the line, my goodness. I mean, they're painting lines. And Thomas Wilson frustrated with himself, and they keep punching their paddles with their play hand. They got to stop it.
That's right. It's not amateur hour here.
No.
These are professional athletes. They know better, Dave.
They don't know better.
Use the offhand. Come on, boys.
Let's go.
And Dave, I think you're crazy if you don't think that these teams are salivating knowing that the Johns aren't quite at 100%.
Yes.
This is their time. They want it so bad.
So we stay at 4, and a lot spicier match here. I love the 2-box here when they start cranking it up. And Riley Newman with the two-handed backhand. clean.
Yes, and he has really pulled some triggers and a couple right at Ben Johns off of the bounce. So he is looking to be offensive early on, and I love it.
Oh, dear. Watch. Someone keep an eye on Colin Johns because he is not going to be happy. Keep a camera on him. He can't handle it.
I'm not sure if I've seen Colin even bend his knees yet.
No.
He's standing straight up on everything so far.
Boy, and just this, Staxford and Tejas dinked their way to a match point. Didn't get through.
5-4-1.
These two are just bazookas.
Second serve.
Ben's like, okay, I see your little net roller.
5-4-2.
A slight miss hit.
Yeah.
Side out.
He had a pretty good look, moving forward at least. He was off the line, but moving forward with the two-hander.
4-5-1.
Yeah, and if you wave the Cobra like that and you don't, I mean, his forehand just isn't lethal, and CJ wants him to attack.
Yes, and what a nice slap inside out from CJ to bring that into the body of Thomas Wilson.
And look what we have here. Hello, Thomas, on the left. Oh, and you feel so smart against the Johns when you hey, we're gonna keep Thomas on the left. see what they do here. That's a one rally. Are they gonna stick with it? Just one. Oh, that is the most non-sincere paddle apology ever from CJ.
Oh my gosh,
6-5-2.
Is fuming inside right now.
Yes. And that cam caught him. Oh my, Thomas Wilson. We haven't seen all the fun that he had yesterday, but that's nasty.
That's not something that's real. That is not something that is a shot that you hit and Thomas Wilson somehow does.
So good. Oh no. Okay.
Serve.
That's Riley Newman into the net on the serve.
We saw a pretty nice one from Hurricane Tyra earlier too.
Yes.
The top spin drop shot, so hard to pull off.
Ooh, just misses wide, and you could hear Lindsey Newman.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
There you go, Rye.
Yeah, if it's a Rye, it's Lindsey saying it.
Yeah, so we got family everywhere. Uh-oh. Oh, man. A couple of these complete disasters have worked out perfectly for the Johns brothers somehow.
6-6-1.
Tied at 6.
I mean, who knows? It could be just a little more responsibility for Ben.
Oh,
good look at Lindsey right there.
They're not playing together, so they're talking.
Wow, and two very uncharacteristic misses from Ben.
Yeah, and it's just something mental. He has a slightly more responsibility, so even though he wasn't really stretched on those two shots, it's something that's in his mind.
Oh, left-handed save, but that only prolongs it 1.
Second serve. 6-6-2.
There's the lefty. It's unreal that that's even an option. Oh, dear.
And that's part of the situation with Thomas squeezing the middle to protect his backhand. It's obviously something that Riley and Thomas are planning to do, but
yes,
they certainly do. A lot of siblings.
A lot of siblings.
6-6-1.
Here we go. 6-6-1. A timeout called by the Johns on offense. So let's see what happens. That's not what they talked about. Boy, and you heard people saying great spot right there on just a normal return. So keep an eye on that. The sauce is flowing. Scorpion from Thomas Wilson, and then he finishes cross court. Really nice.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for from Thomas Wilson. Like I said, even if he goes cross court, it does not matter. It is so powerful.
So they get the ball back. No damage done. Uh-oh. And a frame.
Point.
Off the edge. 7-6 Newman and Wilson. That is ridiculous.
Yes, from the low position. Of course he's going to keep Thomas back. No. He pulls it across the body of Riley Newman. So good from Ben Johns.
Saw Big D Duckle Bar cheering in that one, sitting in the stands watching this one.
We see we chirping from the sidelines. This tournament is presented by Vizzy. I'm sure the fans are working up a little something. Let's get it going, guys.
Let's go.
Bring it all.
Let's have everybody involved in this one. It's a beauty. Top seed down 2. Wow. Thomas Wilson tried his trick shot inside out, and Ben Johns was sitting there with the backhand.
Not fooled.
No.
6-8-1.
No.
Second serve.
Went off the body of Ben Johns there, so second serve.
6-8-2.
Wow.
Side out.
Okay, big opportunity here. They stay at 6 again.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, 8-6 on a 1 after a couple loose errors.
Double bounce goes over. Terrific read from Ben Johns there.
Yeah, and it's a couple times now Thomas has tried. We've been on one big time, and I have seen a couple times where Thomas Wilson has given Ben Johns troubles straight ahead. I'm not sure he won any of those matches, but at least it's something to monitor.
Sides. Then the big point there, when you have to explode forward on that net cord to see how the movement of CJ as he was able to get there, it appears without any problems. That's a big, big move for him.
Yeah, because with his specific injury, that forward movement is one of the bigger issues. So it was quite smooth to get that let cord. So that's great to see.
Second chance to get to 7. The counters are on point.
Yeah, they basically always are. Well, one hands, two hands, does not matter. And the thing is, we've seen a lot of late slides over to the right from right side players throughout the tournament. Collin seems to be right on it every time.
Up higher from a low position.
Well, it's almost like you have to do something silly to catch him. You know, if you do standard stuff, he's just right on it, even if it's a good shot.
Silly is not in the algorithm. Look at Thomas Wilson. Oh. I mean, you can't have a more athletic team than the duo at the top of the screen.
Correct.
8-7-2.
I mean, wow.
Point.
Yeah, and it's really some of the shots that Ben has missed, he hasn't been under pressure. So I'm not sure if, like I talked about earlier, that mental factor of having to do more, but something's going on.
And after that, they are at game point. The Johns brothers don't like to call timeout very often, and they will not here. Game point.
Great initial counter from Thomas Wilson.
And they get it done, and Riley Newman remembers that he's not tapping paddles out. He's playing very well. Thomas Wilson on point here.
Time in.
Can the Johns brothers rally down a game? And Thomas Wilson with that just absolute bazooka.
And just a half step more to his right in his initial court positioning allows him to get that initial speed up from Ben Johns. Good adjustment from Thomas. Yeah, so Dave, let's be clear here. I understand Collin is injured, but that low energy is leaking over to his partner. This is time to step on the throat. You might not get another opportunity.
And Thomas Wilson says, no way. Well, unfortunately, yes way. But the errors from him have been few and far between the last 2 days. And Colin Johns doesn't appear to have any offense that he can provide except counters and silly placement like that one.
Yeah, he tried that shot earlier when I thought he should have speed up, and it was handled. That one, clean winner.
And it is ultimately Ben Johns down the line again, but Thomas Wilson hit a ball 450 billion miles an hour in that point. Jeez.
1-1-1.
Okay, they choose not to get out of the stack here. So nice from Colin Johns because Thomas knew that his partner was out of position.
That's right, so we're getting no offense from Collin except for the absolutely perfect time.
Yes. So 2 beautiful shots from that guy right there. Colin Johns gives a little look back there.
Light stare down, Dave. Light. It was light, but it was there.
And just from one hand to two hand, and just hey, I'm right here, brother. 3-1. Okay, they do switch. I don't understand why they didn't before. Thomas Wilson's as fast as anybody. Oh, sitting on that one, but doesn't make it. That's a huge swing at a counter. And Thomas is not up 4-1. Timeout called by Newman and Wilson. Let's see if they regroup and get back on a rampage that they had at the end of game number 1. And apparently they don't have earphones in because older brother Collin is on it.
That's right, and he was taking those at Ben earlier in the match, and now at Collin, and no more success there. Yeah.
Second serve.
Fade away back, two-handed backhand counter, but forced Ben Johns to extend a little further than he wanted to.
5-1-2.
And the new partnership blues right there.
Yeah, and we mentioned a couple times, it's been an interesting situation where not all of the middle dinks are going to the forehand of the left-sided player, so they have got to get that figured out.
And there's the Thomas Wilson move from mixed doubles. Go ahead, I dare you to drop it to the backhand. I dare you.
It's just it's just not that easy. Why does it look that easy? I have to throw in a frustrated comment every now and then when I see this level of athleticism.
Oh, again, just the easier of the balls there does not get back over.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I heard it. It
just wasn't clean.
Slightly different, a little clanky, and couldn't get it over.
And again, we talked about this in the ladies match, but that special finishing power that Thomas Wilson has just doesn't let you have points like that. Ooh, the rare Colin Johns dink miss, and he stared a hole through the line there.
Well, that's right. Well, doesn't he know you look at the paddle, not the court? Come on.
He laser beams. Wow. Oh my, and that's in. And a lob ends that rally. Get on your feet, everybody.
Oh, I had so much fear when that lob went up. I was like, no, not like this, but it drops just inside the baseline. Have a point, fellas.
Thomas Wilson chucked his paddle into the kitchen, so if you're worried about that, he hit a ball off the bounce. So there could have been some wild technicality that would have been a disaster. Oh, and a missed return. So look at this. This is energy team, and 6-1 is now 6-4, only a 2-point deficit. Ruh-roh.
Side out.
I love it. Thomas taps his chest as if anyone, it could have been anyone else's fault.
Yeah, Riley, that was clearly you, but it's me. That was me. Yep. My bad. Riley Newman finds just the right amount of spin.
And we've seen this slight sliver from the right side player sliding, and it is not an easy sliver to find, but he found it there.
Because the Ben Johns forehand is what you are trying to avoid. Seen much explosive movement from him at all, but that was fantastic.
And the angle, incredible. I just love in the middle of that point, Riley said, go, go, go.
Yeah.
As if Thomas wasn't going to get to the leg core.
Yeah, yeah. He's got to get used to the fact that he has an athletic freak to his right here. Yes, yeah. Again, just like that, yours. We know. Yeah. I'm the one with the flamethrower over here, Riley. We're good.
Still really nice, even though he didn't get there. That's a good explosion from Collin.
Yeah.
And the half Ernie on the point before. That makes you feel good about the injury situation.
Yeah, still not 100%, but certainly a lot more than singles with a backup here today. Riley Newman pulls the first trigger, and it's effective.
Yes, and he was able to use his pancake from a low position. You want to talk about getting low and bending your knees. That was Riley Newman right there.
Thomas Wilson's there. Riley can't believe it. Stop it, Thomas. This roof is coming off this place if they win this rally. We don't even have a roof. Oh, no.
No,
Thomas, no. No. You can't do that. You ruined it for all of us.
Just look how happy Riley is.
I know.
Look how happy he's getting them. He's getting them.
I mean, Riley's like, oh, we lost the point, and then just the road runner behind him. Wow. Big swing from Colin Johns there on the forehand side, and they are within one.
Yeah, something forced that to be an awkward swing. We haven't seen too many of those from him, and you're exactly right. Here we go.
Oh, I haven't seen him do a little too much because Thomas Wilson was going to clobber that.
That two-handed backhand.
Yes.
Right. It's somewhere in between for me there because I like the move, but it's always tough when your partner's right back behind you.
Just slightly falling back a little bit.
And you heard the 3 people clapping after that point. And then the previous point, everyone's going crazy. Hit him.
It's that inside-out shot again, and that tags Ben Johns right there. He's gone to it 2 or 3 times.
8-6-2.
Oh. Set himself up perfectly.
Yeah, he did. A couple times now on that forehand side where I think his swing has just got
9-6-2.
Riley calling out.
Yeah, because I'm like, that doesn't sound like Ben or Collin, and I think it's in.
Yes.
So what's going on? But Riley's making darn sure there was no effort. He knows Thomas Wilson's fast enough to cover 4 feet wide. Don't go do it. So they get the ball back. Amazing first forehand, horrendous second forehand.
I would have to agree. And somehow Ben Johns was able to keep that first volley away from Riley Newman, who was lurking in the middle.
6-9-2.
Just deep, in the backhand counters of Colin Johns continue to be really good.
Inside out, middle, straight ahead at the player in front of him. It does not matter. Lots of life off his paddle on the counterattacks.
Same guy.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. Always love to say it's pickleball in a nutshell.
Can they get to 10 here?
Finally had a cross-court attack from Thomas into the wheelhouse of Riley, and he couldn't convert.
Pulls it just wide, and we are at game point for Collin and Ben. All right, they get that stopped.
Side out.
Yeah, nice step over from Riley Newman.
6-10-1.
Would have been interesting had that gone over. But yeah, you don't see that too often.
No.
For Ben to go
17-1.
line there, he almost always pushes that ball inside out, whether soft or an attack.
Just awesome.
Well, I was going to say, my standard line is you can't Ernie down and soft, but I guess you can. Because that was pretty delicate. It sat up a little more than I thought it did. Either way, just the timing on the reads of the Ernies is spectacular.
We want to miss third, so. And someone cheered, and Riley gave that patron a look. So second try to close out game number 2. I mean, could we be more casual?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's a block party. That's what Colin and I always say. Couldn't come up with the last one, though.
Third chance to force game 3. That's going to work.
What's that?
Oh,
what's that?
What's that? Is that a feather? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what that is.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, what's this from Riley? Okay. We're going to have to get an update on. All those Texas football squads have all their little hand gestures and creations, so we'll find out. And Thomas might want to put that one back in the quiver because he keeps trying and bends all over it.
Yeah, well, he had a good look at the first one and out of jail. Out of jail again.
Oh, my, that almost hit him.
I mean, that was very interesting.
I mean, Ben's assuming there are no overheads being hit by Collin today. If that would have hit him. Wow. There's the difference. There's no forehand attack from Collin. But Riley speeds it up, and he's just, go ahead.
Yeah. It's happened, I mean, extremely similar pattern so many times.
Game point 4. And another third is missed, and I expect Collin's going to get another try here.
I don't see why not.
10-8-2.
Unless Ben runs in front of him. And a little frustration there on both the way that happened and a left-handed swing. Okay. Danger, even though they're up for the Johns brothers. Oh, my goodness. And another Ernie. How great was that?
That rat-a-tat-tat at the front of the court from those two was amazing.
I mean, that's not sped up, folks. That is not sped up. Whew. More, please. Oh, no, another overhead disaster.
Just lob him at this point. I mean, who cares? You can't scream to explode and hit a powerful overhead. I mean, you got to work with what you have and keep going to the well.
But brothers, talk to each other. A chance to tie it. And that sails deep. Riley Newman walks directly to the net to let Collin know we're not at a 10.
10-10-2.
Oh, it catches. Are you kidding me? And we're dinking. insane rally.
Point of the tournament, in my opinion. Incredible play from everyone.
Right there. Here we go. He does it again. You're without speech.
No words. I'm a professional talker. I have no words.
Game point number 6.
11-10-1.
Oh, and it frames off the paddle, and we're going to play 3.
And this is a masterclass of right side play from Colin Johns right now.
Here we go. We will switch ends at 6. A spot in tomorrow's final is at stake. And Ben John says, okay, Adam.
Side out.
We just passed the 1 hour mark too as well. So this is another
0-0-1.
lengthy battle here for the Johns brothers. Just stop it.
Yeah, you can't go at him right now. It's got to be space. It may be the backside or the backhand of Ben, but you cannot attack anywhere on Colin Johns in this moment.
And then he gets the net cord, so he's definitely got some adrenaline. 3rd shot lob, 5th shot lob. Ooh, and we see Ben Johns' energy way up now.
Yes, and he has a lot of ebbs and flows with his energy, and you said it, it is high right now.
The mistakes continue to come from younger brother.
Yes, and another way to create some offense. A couple lobs possibly.
Yeah.
You can't go through them, go over them.
Definitely saw some massive confusion before. And if Riley Newman leaves it up, trouble.
Yeah, absolute trouble. And I actually think a time or two in that rally, Riley would have pulled the trigger at Collin, and he chose not to. So I think that is the exact situation that happened right there, and I can't blame him at this point.
Prudent choice. He's been eating them all. And Thomas Wilson fires that 3rd into the net. Again, that short, low return, so effective.
There's Ben standing in the middle, and hard to keep him away from him when he's on offense in that position.
2 quick ones here for the Johns brothers.
2-0-1.
He has not made a fake Ernie. Everyone has been on point and timed perfectly and has been a winner. He hasn't been making the move.
No.
He's been reacting to what's happening and jumping the corner, and that's very impressive.
And a little chatter with Riley as he went prancing over to the other side. This is not good. The bear has been poked. Now 4. And that is the worst sight you could have if you're on the other side of the court. A smiling Ben Johns. He might have heard what she said. He might have.
4-0-1.
Switch ends at 6. He's goading.
Yeah, no question about it. As we mentioned, the energy stepped up. I think that ball is going to make it to Colin Johns about 10 minutes ago. Not now.
No, this is a remarkable match in how they are starting to play complementary pickleball together, and they're up 5-0 to show for it. That is out, and they are going to switch dramatically.
6-0-1.
That's a huge handle for so many reasons.
Yes, and just slightly less backswing. And I know Thomas was extended on that ball, but a slightly smaller swing, and I think that was the big factor for him there.
Point.
Yeah, really nice job from Ben getting that ball, or that paddle back over to his right side, and a decent look at a scorpion on the next ball from Wilson, but obviously a very tough shot to execute.
And there's the lob you were asking for, just pushed it deep.
But completely fooled. They were not in a good position to take that ball out of the air, so you can't hate the decision. Just got to find a way to bring it in.
8-0.
Reasonable strategy at this point to
rip it off the tape.
Just rip it off the tape. You know, that's what it takes.
0-8-1. Second serve.
And Riley very supportive there, positive. It's like you had a good swing at this next one. Just
0-8-2.
sometimes it doesn't go over. And nowhere near getting on the board there.
Yeah. Sitting duck in the middle of the court with a slightly high third from his partner. Just really tough to dig out of that for Thomas Wilson.
9-0.
9-0-1.
Phenomenal track down.
Yeah, great track down, but the kiss off the tape on the next ball, forcing Thomas Wilson to an awkward decision. 1 for 2 on the lobs, but the thing is, just because you hit the lob and it bounces doesn't mean you win the point. You give your opponents an opportunity to get back in, and they did.
Pickle and match point. And Colin Johns speeds it up for the first time in the entire